Greetings. Good afternoon. Good morning. And good evening. As I sit here, it says on my computer 12:12, yet on my phone it says 12:10. So, again, this is soul healing with myself. Please read the description here. So there is a clarification as to what's happening. I'm noticing a lot of different things. Had a synchronicity given to me today. And I am going to share that one with you. This live video is going to be directed towards healing the masses, changing the mindset and the construct of how we live and what we do. So, as we said before, Albert Einstein spoke about 13 dimensions. This one, obviously, being the third. Right? A lot of us know this. The truth is that sometimes our memories of our past lives get brought back to us in such strange ways. I think that more and more we're actually tapping more into the Akashic records, Heavenly Hall, and whatever it is that you wish to call it. Now, there's a reason for why the number ticker up top here is in an extremely high number. And it's mainly because there's only select few people when it comes to this video, this kind of video. It's only a select few people that are supposed to be a part of this. Now, the angel number, I just call it an angel number. I mean, you can say whatever you want about it. Synchronicity, as you will, is, well, today's at least is 1179. Now, a lot of you have probably been seeing 11s and 7s and 9s, so listen up. So as we know, the number one does lend its vibrations, new beginnings. It's got vivacity, stepping out of your comfort zone, intuition, inspiration, and insight, striving for success, attainment, and happiness. It tells us that we create our realities with our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. The one appearing twice, it's also the master teacher number. Hence why I do what I do, of course. It's also the karmic number, resonates with the principles of spiritual awakening and enlightenment, illumination, high energy, self expression, and sensitivity, creative idealism, inspiration, and intuition. The master number 11 tells us that to connect with our higher selves is to know, live, and serve our soul mission and divine life purpose. The 7 vibrates with the mystical influences of spiritual awakening, development, and enlightenment, inner knowing and understanding others, peace, dignity, and refinement, persistence of purpose and good fortune, and our divine life purpose and soul mission. There we go. That's a doubling up. Number 9 resonates with light working and humanitarianism, service to others, leadership and leading others by positive example, and conclusions and endings. Number 9 also relates to the universal spiritual laws, the spiritual law of karma, and serving your soul purpose. 1179 is a message from your angels that you are to focus your thoughts and intentions on completing an important task that is close to your heart. This venture or task is an important step in your divine life path and soul mission and must end in order to clear the way for a new opportunity or venture to take place. The next step in your spiritual journey. Believe that your angels love and support you all the way. It's a message that you create your own realities with your values, self-beliefs, wishes, prayers, desires, decisions, actions, and reactions. I added the reactions part. You're currently being led towards the answer to your prayers and are asked to listen and follow the steps that the angels are now communicating to you through your thoughts, intuition, and dreams. 1179 indicates that your thoughts, visions, and intuitive feelings about aspects of your life's purpose are successfully guiding you to the right direction, or in the right direction, I should say. You have been following divine guidance and putting your spiritual knowledge and inner wisdom into practice. The angels ask you to continue shining your light for others to follow. The angels ask that you keep up positive energies and affirmations to continue to manifest successful results and outcomes. Keep your expectations high and your thoughts focused, and live your life with courage, truth, and integrity as a positive example for others and for the betterment of your own life. What's interesting is that if you put all the numbers together as it does here in Joanne's Sacred Scribes, it actually equates to the number 9. Interesting. It always comes full circle. Now, the truth is, as my show states, a lot of this reality is based on 3 things. Pretty simple stuff. It's based on what your beliefs, what you devote your time and energy to, and what you allow yourself to tolerate and magnetize yourself to, as well as what you allow into your environment, your heart, and your soul. Evolution is inevitable, folks. Growth is part of life. Spiritual journeys are also part of this construct, this created reality around us. And call me crazy, but I just recently found out a possibility about my own family, something that I wish to share. And those who really, really are listening, you know who you are. Some of you, I will say it's about time. Other ones, I will say that thank you and welcome back. Some of us already know this, that deep inside of our DNA, We have memories, memories of past lives, memories of what we've done, who we are, who we were, I should say, how we lived, how we died, what occupation we had, if any. And as we go deeper, deeper into the knowing of the self, even myself, I've been in shock or awe of what I've learned. Things like ancient names, family connections, a deeper closeness to everyone and everything. I see you. You know who you are. All in all, we have to kind of look at the bigger picture. So, what is the bigger picture? Bigger picture is a very extremely large picture. Part of the bigger picture is that we are not alone in this universe, this galaxy. The truth is that what fundamental schools and education give us, unfortunately, makes us repeat history. At least part of it. If you feel stuck, if you feel like life seems out of sorts, you could be feeling anxious or have high anxiety, be agoraphobic, or just have that feeling to just stay inside. The thing is that that's external influences attempting to shift you, attempting to veer you in the direction that is of less resonance. Same thing with, some people actually have legitimate chemical imbalances that are permanent. Some of them are self-created. I think they all, within the construct of the human mind, I think that they're all self-created in a sense, whether it's action, reaction, or programmed belief. Let me show you. Now, what I was telling me, Barry's telling you to stay inside. Who's Barry? Past loved one? Miss Medium? I know. I know without you even telling me. That is called cognicity. I'm going to pull randomly. Just going to pull Hurricane. You are a medium, to say the least. Like I was saying about my family, I was sitting here with my mother. My mom's awesome, actually. Wouldn't have her any other way. We're sitting here and contemplating. She's been watching and listening to some podcasts and YouTube channel videos and whatnot about certain let's just say taboo subjects. Taboo for the normals, of course. Yes, you heard me say the normals. And we found out something. That our lineage, our family, most families, at least, that are Latin in some kind of way, We're connected to an ancient race, a very powerful ancient race called the Taino. The Taino, if you want to say it correctly. Their language is almost gone. But yet, for some reason, I still felt pulled to learning more about them. I found myself engulfed in very specific information. And information dated all the way back, at least the life expectancy of them was short-lived, unfortunately. They were integrated with Spanish, African American, and forget what the other one was, Puerto Rican. And apparently I'm half, so it makes sense. Well, at least now I'm thinking it's more like 25%. But the Taino were a race that were healers. Their skill set was agriculture, um, forestation, plants and such. And the biggest one was healing. And I remember I have, where's notes around here somewhere. I'm looking around. Just bear with me a sec. Notes around here somewhere. It's a drawing book. Oh, here we are. Hang on. Drawing book. See, I get channeled stuff. I don't offer this stuff usually out to the public. I think I probably should, but everybody's saying to be my greatest and authentic self. So, I actually started doing things like this. There are these weird sigil designs, and I just thought that they were doodles, but apparently, with further research, I found out that they are a combination of languages. Apparently, I must have known these languages in a past incarnation. So I'll get to the cards in a minute. Somebody was asking about it. I just felt that. Sorry. I also do things like channeled sigils, symbols. They're customized for each person. Again, I think I put that on my page. Now, what's really crazy is that I noticed that some of the, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet, sweetie. I'm still completing some of these because they're taking me some time. For an example, don't mind the inappropriateness. Again, art is art. So, things like this. Okay. I'm not completed that as of yet. Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead masks. I'm not going to show you guys these because that's not something that I should be showing. Got quite a few over there as well. Stuff like Zentangle. See, this is the stuff that I started to get pulled to, and what I found out was that, I mean, I drew for almost all my life. I mean, that's ever since I could put a pencil in my hand. Oh, the other ones are up here. Hang on. Now, each one of us has a set of skills. I'm going out of my comfort zone here, okay? Each one of us has a set of skills, and we have to embrace those skills in order to grow, into our true self, life's purpose, soul mission. I love talking about that stuff, that's for sure. um Sacred geometry is something that I got into. Okay, customized mandalas, that one's almost finished. I've got to finish the outside. I may just keep it that way and maybe just color in the the outer rim plaque. Maybe, I don't know. Again, channeled sigils. Got a little bit of Zentangle with that too. A lot of people ask me, how do I get it? How do I receive them? Oh, this is also, I've never showed anybody this, to be honest. That's only in pencil. I don't know how much you'd actually be able to see. Let me think about it. Whatever. So, that one there is a being, apparently from another planet. And I know a lot of you are going to start resonating with the stuff, the content that I am putting out there. Again, sigils. Okay. A lot of it has to do with symbolism. I think that's pretty much about it. If any one of you wishes to get a customized sigil done for you, or even what they call wards, I don't know if anybody here knows what I'm talking about when it comes to wards, but these are protection wards. Wealth and prosperity wards. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Appreciate it. We have to really embrace our talents, because if we don't, part of our life's purpose and soul mission isn't really happening. It's not, we're not living in. And we have to begin to reach deep down inside of ourselves and find out what we really want to do, And what's funny about that, just to, put this out there, is that usually it's things that we've already done, when we were young. I got to put that out there. Usually it's stuff that we've done when we were young. I remember, and it's just bleak. I mean, it's very, very, very bleak. It's fragments or fractals of a life. I remember giving, or even getting messages, I should say, with even a regular deck of playing cards, which is called cartomancy. And I didn't really know what the heck I was doing. I was just doing it. I didn't know. So to get to these cards, okay, I don't know how many people are in here, but again, I'm not getting the buffering. Yay! But these 3 cards here can tell a lot to someone. Okay, and anyone who reads cards as not like like an open book kind of read. You look at the book, you memorize the book, I did these, but all my ones have books for them, and they're around somewhere. I just don't know where they're at. But I don't even use them, because I get certain things. Okay, we all should, and we all can. But the first thing that I am getting from the very first card, which is the throw card, okay, this shows like the pyramids of Giza. Beautiful, beautiful card. And when I see the three stars above the pyramids, it reminds me of Orion's belt and how far off we actually are from knowing our true reality. Our true existence is really, I mean, if we think about it, within history, we pass, we incarnate and all those things. And memories, long-winded memories are in the cosmos. I mean, there's light years of information, maybe even in stars. Who knows? You know, I mean, we can deduce anything all day, but I mean, the next one, and that also talks about doing what you love. It's orange. It's the sacral chakra, and that's living your passions, being passionate. Loving yourself and loving other people, and also sex. But that's a mere formality. I mean, this one here is one of the healing cards. Okay, it's Raphael. You see two dryads. Okay, I don't know if anybody knows what dryads are, but they're earth elementals. All right, um, and it's a male and a female. Okay, they're holding each other. Faces touch. To me, that is the closeness that that we all should have with Gaia, Mother Earth, Kinju. Okay, yes, everybody's asking me what this stinking name means. Kinju. Okay, that's an ancient name for Earth, dated back all the way to 539 BC. I'm bringing the history back, folks. Okay. All right, and just looking at the bigger picture. Okay, looking at the bigger picture, at the grand scheme of things. What role do you play? Okay, pay attention to that. And sovereignty speaks for itself, don't it? Think about it, don't it? Sovereignty, being a leader, holding your head up high. Oh, that one was the green chakra, heart space. Okay, Archangel Michael, third eye chakra, it's indigo, opening up your energies, being able to tap in to the very essence of your inner self. I mean, honestly, I think literally, legitimately, it is an atrocity. It is disappointing knowing that us as a race have not went any further. Been so dependent on this social media, platforms, leverage. Take into consideration all these things. Now, even if this isn't live anymore, you can still share it. Okay, I know that there's certain people that just will say things against what I'm talking about, but you know what? I truthfully don't give a shit. That's the first I've actually said that openly and in public. We're all here for a reason, folks. We're all here to do something, to be part of something, and to help grow something. I'm just fortunate enough to be a part of helping people, become unstuck, get them out of their funk, whatever, you know, the time has come, man. I mean, being your true self, life's purpose and soul mission is based really on what you desire to do. Go back to when you were a kid, figure it out. I mean, I don't know why there's so many starving artists, but the thing is that truthfully, most of them just don't know how to advertise and market. I guess that's part of it. I mean, dig deep. Dig deep. Stop being so afraid. Just got chills, goosebumps. Like, stop being so afraid. Start living a life of giving back, sharing. I know I used to be so self-centered and self-absorbed, but as I get older, I learn lessons, just like anybody else. But yet, this life cycle, this cycle is a powerful one. Question is, what do you want to do with it? Stop by everything that's good in this world. Stop being afraid. There's a fear that a lot of folks have of being true, not only to yourself, but to other people. I've swam, past tense, I've swam in darkness. Evil took me over for some time. I mean, I have my own, integrity and, my own standards, my own guidelines, my own boundaries, just like anybody else. But you got to begin to open yourself back up to life, just especially your passions. It's extremely important. Now, Samantha, I don't know, for some reason I couldn't find you. I don't know if you're still sitting in here. But you are one that, for some reason, I'm feeling pulled, to working with. You're in Perth, huh? Yeah, you're not in Australia. Another Aussie. Yeah, we're also interconnected, just FYI, because the Taino tribe resided also in Australia. Okay, just wanted to let you know in advance. So we're probably distant cousins or something, brother and sister, who knows? The time has come. Time has come for us to stop kidding ourselves as human beings. The reality of living isn't the reality that can and will be created. You're probably saying that I'm out of my mind. Yeah, research it. Research it. Actually, it goes all the way as far back as when it was Pangea, the supercontinent. Look it up. Trust me. The Taino tribe, they were in South America, parts of the U.S., Alaska, Australia, parts of United Kingdom, and Europe. and you don't really have to do research. I am the research. Um, I think that there are many out there that are still waking up. I think there are many out there that are still afraid of opening themselves up. Okay, so what? There's evil stuff out there. All right. You got demons, you got entities, you got, mischievous celestials and, you know, diabolical elementals and all these things. But who gives a shit? Excuse me. Don't know where that came from. Or maybe I do. But the thing is that once we purge and remove the resistance, the blockages from our existence, our existence becomes something entirely different. Oh, I wanted to actually give you guys, I think this is, what's this one, Spreaker? Yeah, I mean, we got our blog, I was going to say blog, not blog. Our radio show, when I say our, meaning mine and Meta's, she's all the way in Norway and Turkey. This is I'm putting the link here. This is our podcast. It's called The Raven's Den, and starting to get some pretty interesting traffic, to say the least. It's been fun so far, doing it. Let me see what populates. Yeah, okay. There's a link there. Gives a green check mark. Um, what I'm beginning to understand is that, well, I don't know. For some reason, I got this like real urge to call you Sammy. Why? I don't know. I know your name's Samantha. I know it's a nickname, but I don't even know if that's what your friends and family call you. Um, I am going to say one thing, Samantha. You've been coming into this video quite often, and I'm beginning to understand the reason why. Not only do you like my lives, but you're just waiting. You're just waiting for the right moment that your mind and your heart come together and say, I really want him to help me. And sometimes it takes time. Other times, it just is the right thing to do. Now, I mean, guys, I can charge whatever I want. So can you. You can decide to do something that you love and that's a passion of yours, and you decide an amount that you will, that's a value for you, and those who believe in you and wish to support you and be there for you and really love what you do will invest in you. Now, Samantha, let me see something here. All right. I'm going to add you as a friend. How about that? At least I can do that. See, this is what I work with. This is one of the reasons why you're here. but the question is, are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice a large amount of money in order for you to get where you want to be? That's the point. I'm not about the money. I'm about helping you. I mean, talk. There's two things that you just said that I resonate with most. I just got chills. Okay, again. Okay, I'm going in the right direction here. So, I mean, even with you said two words: blockages and trauma. Everybody's got it. Most people have it, and people cope with it differently. That's an understatement. But the thing is that if you really want the help, you really know that you have to have the help, then you will find a way to make it happen. And that's the honest to God truth. And I say God loosely, folks. God meaning the higher power. I could say Gaia. I could say Vishnu, Krishna. Okay. Okay, Samantha says I do definitely. I'm in a bit of a catch-22. Why is it a catch-22? Now I just saw another synchronous number. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, paying attention. And the comments 22. Boom. Okay, builder's code. Let's talk about it. What's the catch-22? Now, I'm not angry in any kind of way. Okay, you can tell me you're broke. I won't get mad at you. The fact is that let's talk about this. Let's find out what's going on. Your catch-22 is probably both the trauma and the blockages. Okay, and I don't want to get too personal, but okay, financially, could be losing your house. Why? Why? What if it's a blessing in disguise? See, here's the thing. Your blockages and your trauma have created that conundrum. Your blockages and your trauma have created your conundrum. Now, I'm gonna take a look, okay? Because again, there ain't that many people here. Either way, as long as it's the message you're getting put out there, okay? I'm gonna actually convert whatever I charge to what. Let me see. All right. Well, it's a little more. Okay, your dollar's a little bit more than mine. You're about $1.50 to my dollar. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll attempt to match it as much as I can. So if I was to do, oh no, that's definitely not it. Oh, I'm getting close. Okay. Let's see. Oh, almost. Oh, all right. You know what? I like that synchronous number. Well, I mean that's yet an accident. I mean, again, if you're not willing, if you're not open, openly willing and able to invest in yourself. I mean, I'm talking an amount that's like, let me see, what does that break down to? I don't know. I don't have the calculator right now. I mean, I've attempted to give this stuff to people, and people just don't. They don't take it serious. So if I was to do 132, which is usually 190 for an entire month, and I divide that by 4 weeks, in hindsight, that's only about $33 a week. Okay, I understand. Look, I understand. Look, I'm deemed, mentally disabled as well. I mean, a lot of you probably won't, couldn't really imagine something like that. But I mean, you guys see the flight of mind. You guys see the bipolar. I mean, you do. So, I mean, I'm not hiding it. It's the best way to put it. I'm not hiding it. All right. But I mean, once you begin to remove or be able to cope or deal with um, that trauma and those blockages. I mean, the blockages create resistance. Chills, both my arms, both my legs, all the way down my body. Okay, those chills, they tell you things. Okay, the signs. Open your eyes, open your ears. Okay, become hyper aware, and this is what I help with. So why not just invest in yourself? I mean, hey, I do it for a job because I love it. Is it challenging sometimes? Yeah, of course it is. I mean, they always say, something that's done right isn't easy. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be super hard either, but you know, that's. I mean, not everything in life is super difficult. It doesn't have to be. Okay, you got to take all things into consideration. All things. Okay, because Samantha, I bet you anything that now, since I just told you how much I can charge you, okay, and you said, yeah, I can do that. Okay, I bet you anything, bet you anything that when we start working together, now I know the time zones are different, and I'm probably going to have to work with you in my nighttime, which is your daytime. It's like, it's, what is it? I know what it is. Just bear with me a second. It's like 14 hours the next day. I know that. Something like that. So, I got to be a little bit more flexible with you, and anybody that's in that area, of the world. But I can be. I mean, that's my choice. Okay. Um, I mean, let's go with the truth here. Um, what is 10 o'clock at night? Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. What time is it in Australia if it's 9 o'clock at night in America? Okay, so that's 11 a.m. Okay, that's 11 a.m. All right. Okay, so 1 a.m. where you are now. Okay, so that means that it's 12 hours in between, not 14. Okay, which like around this time, I mean, or a little bit before then, I can do. I mean, I can do from 10:30 in the morning all the way up till 10 o'clock at night, or let's just say 9 a.m. in 9 p.m. Okay, my time. All right. So I do 40 hours a week, folks. 40 hours a week in 4 days. Okay, 40 hours a week in 4 days. So Samantha, here you got to make a choice. Okay, I think you're probably the only one sitting in here right now, which is totally fine. All right, this is talking about Saturday healing and discussions. All right, I'm hoping one day to have 1,000K, 1K plus, in this room listening to these things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So since you're a night owl and our times are different, then there we go. Okay. So it's all gonna work out. Okay. It all works out. Okay. There's a reason why you've been here. Now, mind you, that what was it that I said? Oh shoot, I think it was like 132. Mine. I think it's like 188 or something. 188 U. It's close to the 190. Okay, so because I charge 190, I'm just flip flopping it. To where you're paying the same price as somebody else would in my currency. Um, I think it's only fair, but that one time for four, working with me for 4 weeks. I mean, and in the 5 week months, you get 5 times, up to an hour each. So this is what I'm going to say. Okay, you really want to do this, and I'm talking to all of you. Okay, if you really want help with where you are, do not hesitate. Okay, do not hesitate. Yeah, it's just all, it's just all in one. Okay, it's all in one. Okay, well, I'm saying, one what was it? Shoot, I'm sorry. Hang on a sec. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's 188 you and it's 132 me. Okay. So that breaks down at about, you're really going to make me do the math right now? Yeah, it breaks down to about $33 a week. So, and that's, I mean, to change your life, that's not a whole lot when you think about it. I mean, life coaching is an entirely different thing. Okay. It is. Totally different price, too. Just FYI. It's much more than that. So, um, to help you remove those blockages and deal with that trauma, it would be an honor. Now, Samantha, privately message me. Any of you, any of the people that are going to be watching this, or that are already watching this now. Look, I'm here to help. Again, as you can tell, I'm not about the money. Okay, can't wait to actually create my book. That this is going to be a page turner, that's for sure. But Samantha, I've already attempted to add you. Now, if I open up another window, I might start this whole buffering cycle again. So I'm going to avoid that. All right. Um, I appreciate it. I want to talk to you about this before you go to bed, if that's okay, because I'm getting off here shortly. All right, in the next few moments. All right. I'm gonna video call you. All right. I know you're in Australia. Okay. But okay, we got to chat. All right. Anybody else? Do not hesitate to privately message me or message my page, facebook.com/readings by Raven Nightclaw. All right. Extremely important that if you're feeling stuck, you got to get out of it. You got to fill that emptiness with something good, something positive, something that you okay. Got to look into this stuff. All right. Understood. All right. I'm gonna message you right now. Okay. So, love and light, blessings, namaste. And when you need me, you know where to find me. Soul Healing Saturdays with Raven. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, folks. Take care. Love and light.